pour garder également notre voix beaucoup plus puissante et coordonnée. Voilà.
Yeah, what she said. So let's talk about singing. Let's talk about your course.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to put this course together? No, I got a good question for you. When I first came to you and said, you know, I need somebody to do a French TVS course, what was the first, be honest, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
It was like, that's really cool. I'm in. I was very excited that you thought about me to do this. I was also surprised, but I was really, really very grateful that you thought about me to do that. And yeah, I was excited from the beginning. Yeah.
Cool. And when was the moment, by the way, she hasn't been prepped for these questions at all. When was the moment, when was the moment, if there was, where you said, oh my God, this is like, I got to get organized. This is big. This is got to be careful what you ask for, right? Like, was there a moment when you thought to yourself, oh wow, this is a big project, a big responsibility, and I better get organized? Was there? Can you share with us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So I started doing the script. So it was, I think, in March or something. Around March. And so I was I wanted to be organized. I wanted to avoid that kind of stress, you know, like of freaking out and not knowing what to do. But then, yeah, when the moment came when I had to record everything, and like with the sound, I had some problems with the lavalier microphone, and I lost like 3 weeks, like in finding the right solution and ordering like the right material and everything, the right gear. And yeah, that was like a little stress moment. And then I also looked at my videos, and I was not always like happy with them, because I was like mumbling a little bit, or you know, and I was like, I have to do them again. So and when you have like your scheduled plan in your head, in like your time frame, and then like time is passing by and you're not having the videos done like as planned. So yeah, I started freaking out. But anyway, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah. And then I had your help and your support, and that was also very helpful. Like you coaching me in all the process, and yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about the course now that it's done and ready to go?
I'm quite happy, and I also have good like reviews, like people telling me, yeah, it's really cool. I really connect with the videos. It's like I'm giving a lesson to them, like personally, and they really like it, and I'm also happy. Maybe in 1 year I will maybe redo some videos. I don't know, but for now I'm happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, folks that are watching this. So I've made a lot of, well, I don't know if you call it a lot, but numerous online courses myself, and have been mentoring several folks on the process. And it includes sort of making a curriculum list and making a great plan. And I was very impressed every step of the way, honestly, Priscilla, with your organization and the way that it was managed so well. I thought you did a very nice job of that. And that's why when you go out to Udemy and you take a look at the new French course, anybody that does, go out to the course and scroll down the landing page and take a look at the curriculum. How many lessons do you have in your course? It's big.
I think it's more than 95 or 95. Yeah.
It's 95 lessons in her course and curriculum. And it covers TVS methodology, and it covers additional techniques and ideas that are important and useful that are not necessarily TVS methodology, but are Priscilla's methodology and things that she's been working on in her studio since she's been teaching for years. So it is a really awesome world-class job. French singers are fortunate. They are fortunate to have this product available to them now. Why don't you translate that a little bit? I want to make sure that they understand. It's a little awkward, but let's say, man, you did a great job. You did a fantastic job, and it looks great. It looks so fantastic, and let's just make sure that French singers know that now too.
Ok. Alors, je traduis ce que Robert vient de dire. Donc, il dit qu'il est vraiment content. Il a été impressionné avec le côté organisationnel de la production du cours. Et voilà, il y a plus de 95 vidéos donc de contenu par rapport à la méthodologie TVS, mais également du contenu qui vient de moi. Et voilà, et qu'il vous recommande d'aller voir le CV du cours, en fait, la description du cours, et que c'est un très bon cours. Voilà.
All right, I'm going to try some. Is that it? Voilà. Okay.
Yeah, voilà.
Check it out. Okay, hey, check it out. I got something here. Check it out.
Okay.
All right. I think you know what's coming. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear that?
Just a little.
Okay. I'm using Google Translation, and I'm having the bot talk to me in French. I was hoping that might be something cool that we could work with here.
Okay. I cannot hear enough.
Oh, darn it. I was hoping that would work. I could try saying it. Pouvez-vous comprendre mon français maintenant?
Yeah, I could understand what you meant.
You can understand what I meant, but you can't understand what the hell I was saying. It's awful. My French is just awful.
It's okay.
Yeah. Super cool. Okay. Well, hey, tell us a little bit about your bio. Who are you? What have you done? What's your experience? What gives you the right to make a French vocal training course?
Well, I'm now a professional musician for now 3 years, and I've been doing music now for 6 years, and I dedicated my life to singing. So before I was a law student, and yeah, I was studying law, and then I realized that law was nothing for me. So I decided to do music instead. And from that point on, I was really just dedicated to music. And so I am in different projects. I'm always like singing in other projects too as a guest. And like 3 years ago, I then discovered TVS methodology that helped me a lot in my career as a singer and as a vocal coach. Because I was having some troubles before, because I was pushing a lot and I was hurting myself. And since then, I discovered the TVS methodology. I never had problems again. I also trained a lot, and I keep training. And yeah, it keeps my voice healthy. And also, I can also help my students a lot. And I'm giving also lessons since 4 years. It's my 5th year now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm very intuitive and very talented as a singer, and also as a coach. I always felt that, even back then. I'm not just saying that because we're on a show and we want people to know about your course. It's just true. It's true. Some people have a knack for it, and you do. I'm going to ask you another question. Ready for another one? It's a good one.
Okay.
All right. And that is, I'm going to try it in French too, by the way. Okay, yeah, no, it's good for laugh. pretty straightforward question here. What are the top 3 things from TVS, and then we'll get to some other stuff that you feel students will benefit from? So, oh my God, this is. Quelles sont les 3 choses les plus importantes de TVS dont vous pensez que les étudiants vont bénéficier?
Ok. Donc, quelles sont les 5 choses que vous pensez que les étudiants vont bénéficier? Is it that?
Oui. I think.
So about the course, like in his entirety.
Yeah. What are the top 3 things from TVS methodology that you think that students will benefit from?
Whoa. Yeah.
Just 3. We could go on, but
maybe exactly. Well, I guess
in French.
Ah, ok. Donc les top 3 de ce que la méthodologie TVS a donné comme bénéfice aux élèves, aux étudiants. Je dirais que c'est de traverser le passaggio. C'est quelque chose qui va énormément aider les élèves à agrandir leur tessiture et à éviter les tensions vocales et de garder une puissance vocale. Les débuts de son également, pour comprendre exactement les différents composants qui doivent être présents quand on chante dans notre technique vocale. Et les débuts de son nous permettent d'être beaucoup plus conscients sur ces différents composants. Et encore un dernier, un des plus importants, les modes acoustiques. Donc les voyelles sont vraiment un des éléments les plus importants dans le chant, et la méthodologie TVS va vraiment décortiquer cet aspect-là, et c'est tout simplement génial. Voilà. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. I said it was to bridge, like the bridging and connecting, the onsets, and the acoustic modes. Like, it's so complete, like the TVS methodology about the acoustics, and I think it's just so important in singing. Like the acoustics just makes kind of everything, like the beauty of the singing and the colors that you create with your vowels. And
yeah, you and I talked a lot. I remember working a lot with you on vowels and resonance, especially like in your tune. I think in your song we worked a lot on the vowels, it seems. We always do when we coach songs, but I tend to remember a lot of vowel work with you. Yeah, cool, good. All right, I have 3. Should I try the French, or am I just hacking it?
What?
Should I try the French?
Yeah, do that. It's funny.
Okay. As entertainment factor. Okay. 3 choses dont les étudiants ont besoin pour chanter des notes aiguissantes précieuses. 3 things students need to sing high notes without squeezing.
Ah, ok. Alors, 3 choses.
In French.
3 choses que les élèves ont besoin pour chanter des notes aiguës sans s'étrangler, sans créer de tension, sans pousser, sans forcer. Alors, traverser le passaggio, ça c'est une des choses les plus importantes, qu'il faut vraiment que ce calibrage s'effectue, de traverser quand on passe d'un registre à l'autre en fait. Et également de ne pas trop compresser les cordes vocales. Donc, on va travailler donc avec des voyelles qui sont plus rondes. Donc, c'est de nouveau les modes acoustiques qui rentrent en jeu. et également un bon support de respiration qui va aider à garder donc l'appareil vocal bien en équilibre. Yeah. So I said to like the three things were to bridge, like have the ability to bridge. Also to not to compress too much the vocal cords, so use the right vowels for that.
Nice.
And also to have a good support, like breath support, so that keeps to keep the voice balanced and calibrated, thanks to the
okay. All right.
support. Yeah.
All right. Kind of like what we're doing here. We're going to continue with this. You okay with continuing with this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I think your potential customers will get a lot from this. Okay. Oh boy. Let's get your cars. How? Oh my God. Okay. Si les étudiants suivent votre course, comment ça marche? Conferences, these demos. If students get your course, how does it work? How does it work? For lectures versus demos. If you're a student and you are watching the lectures, at some point you're going to want to go practice, right? So what's that transition look like? What's the user experience going to be like for somebody who's really into it and wants to consume the lectures and the theory and all that, and also wants to train and practice? Because as you know, there's two different sort of user experiences there, and I'd like you to maybe talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. Donc Robert, il est en train de poser la question de comment est-ce qu'un élève qui donc va acheter le cours, comment est-ce qu'il peut utiliser au mieux le cours, quelles sont les différentes façons d'utiliser ce cours. Donc, il y a la partie théorique qui se trouve sur la plateforme d'Udemy. Donc là, vous avez tout ce qui est nécessaire de connaissances théoriques pour comprendre le fonctionnement de la voix. Et ensuite, il y a en fait une page externe qui est dédiée à l'entraînement vocal. Sur cette page, vous avez des démonstrations. Donc, il y a des démonstrations de différents exercices où il y a Robert donc, qui fait des démonstrations. Moi aussi, j'en fais. Et vous avez également des pistes audio avec un piano que vous pouvez donc laisser jouer. Vous cliquez dessus. Donc, la piste audio, elle commence à jouer. Vous avez un piano qui vous suit. Vous pouvez chanter là-dessus. Mais c'est quand même important de faire, à mon avis, je trouve que c'est important de faire toujours le lien entre la page d'entraînement et le contenu théorique sur la plateforme d'Udemy. Parce que souvent, il y aura des informations importantes qui se trouvent dans le volet théorique qui ne vont pas se trouver dans les démonstrations de la page d'entraînement. Donc voilà, si maintenant vous voulez, le côté théorique ne vous intéresse pas, vous voulez directement passer à l'entraînement, faites-le. Bien sûr, les démonstrations, elles sont bien et tout ça, vous allez déjà avoir un aperçu de ce qui est nécessaire, de ce qui est important. Mais pour aller plus en profondeur dans le détail, dans le sujet, alors vous passez dans la plateforme Udemy où il y a donc le contenu théorique où il y a tout expliqué, en fait, beaucoup plus en détail. Yeah.
Yeah, what she said. Hey, we have a question here. Let's see. I'm looking at Facebook. Chiara Lofaro is curious as to where you're at, where you're located, and so talk a little bit about your studio and where you're located, and how you might be able to provide private lessons. In person or over Skype. And FYI, I just dropped a link to your course in the comments section here too.
Okay.
Yeah, but talk a little bit about your studio, where you're located, and how it all works to get a hold of you and all that jazz.
Okay. In French or in English?
Yeah, let's keep going French. It's for French singers.
Okay. Donc, j'ai un studio, donc une école de chant à Luxembourg, et donc, au Grand-Duché de Luxembourg, et qui se trouve à Differdange. Donc, vous pouvez aller voir sur www.tse.lu. Et là, vous avez donc l'adresse, vous avez toutes les informations. Et donc, je donne des cours individuels, donc des cours particuliers, et dans le studio donc à Differdange. Et je suis en train de voir pour mettre également un service de cours par Skype. Mais c'est pas encore actif. Mais ça va venir. Voilà. Yeah. Then we have to talk about the Skype thing. Like giving Skype lessons.
Talk.
Yeah, because you, if you could like give me advices, then how to put it online, or kind of what to be careful about, you know, if I want to give some Skype lessons, because that's something that that's a service that I don't provide yet.
Oh.
But I would, yeah, but I would like to, and yeah.
I understand. Well, you're going to need to now. You're going to need to. People are going to want to talk to you. This is not about the singers in only Luxembourg anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and we can talk about that offline.
Yeah,
it's pretty straightforward. Yeah. It's pretty straightforward. You fire up Skype and you have a calendar that students go to. I can share with you the calendar system and how we do that. But that's sort of teacher talk. We'll talk about that after our lesson or after our broadcast. No problem.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So, 3 myths. 3 myths.
Okay.
Hang on, let me try my French. What are 3 myths about singing you can bust for French singers? Oh my God, French is really difficult. I wish it were Italian. I still don't know what I'm saying when I'm speaking Italian, but at least it sounds better. Sergio might disagree with that, but quels sont les trois myths sur les chants que vous? Ah, j'ai le. That's not so bad. Sur les chants que vous.
Les chants que...
Pouvez casser pour les chanteurs François.
Ok. Donc, quels sont les mythes qui existent par rapport au chant et aux chanteurs?
Yeah, 3 myths to bust.
3. Ok. Alors, un des premiers mythes, c'est que on ne peut pas apprendre à chanter. Donc, le chant est inné, et que si on ne n'est pas avec un talent, alors il n'y a rien à faire. Donc, le chant, ça s'apprend comme toute autre activité, comme tout autre sport, comme toute autre discipline. Après, c'est vrai qu'il y a des gens qui ont des prédispositions physiques qui font que alors c'est plus facile pour eux, ou que c'est inné, on va dire. Mais ça ne veut pas dire que vous ne pouvez pas apprendre à chanter. Tout le monde peut apprendre à chanter. Voilà, c'est une question de discipline, une question de motivation, une question de s'engager, et de s'engager à réaliser son rêve, ou à vouloir vraiment vivre sa passion. Voilà. Le deuxième mythe, qu'il faut... Donc, quand on chante, on utilise notre voix parlée. Donc, non, on utilise notre voix chantée. La voix parlée, c'est une voix qui est une voix très lourde, une voix qui n'a pas un bon placement. C'est un placement qui est dans la gorge. Donc, c'est important d'avoir toujours la voix, ici dans ce placement plus haut, dans le placement du masque. Et troisième mythe, alors si quelqu'un vous a dit une fois que vous êtes nul en chant, il ne faut pas écouter cette personne, il faut oublier ce qu'on vous a dit. Donc, tout est dans toute discipline qu'on apprend, qu'on commence à apprendre, il y a toujours un processus d'apprentissage. Et on commence, on doit bien commencer quelque part. Donc, parfois, on n'est pas forcément super bon. Mais c'est pas pour autant que si une fois on a eu, on a eu une remarque qui n'était pas gentille, qui n'était pas, agréable à écouter, ça veut pas dire que c'est vrai. Souvent, c'est des gens alors qui vont nous dire quelque chose qui est blessant et ils savent pas en fait grand chose sur la matière. Donc voilà. Si vous avez envie de chanter et si vous avez la motivation pour, il faut y aller, il faut se lancer.
That was absolutely brilliant. You sounded funny, but yeah, it was great. It's great. Hey, guess what? Thank you. Guess what? Chiara Lafaro bought the course. Congratulations, Chiara. Honestly, it's really great to have you. If you have any questions about your training and your singing, the course, how it works, or whatever, of course, Maestro DeCosto is available to you, but I am as well. So send us emails inside the Udemy system, and we'll be more than happy to take care of you. Okay, welcome aboard. It's great to have you. You have some questions over here, or at least some comments in French. If you go to the right side of your interface, Priscilla.
Yeah.
Do you see that? Underneath where it says live comments underneath, and it sort of scrolls down.
Wait. Yeah.
And some of that stuff might be a question, I'm not sure. I know that Miranda is excited.
Is there another one? Here. Mais il faut venir. Il faut tenir le coup. Oui, il faut tenir le coup. Mais ça vaut le coup de tenir le coup. Je pense qu'on pourrait ajouter aussi que quand on commence, il faut tenir en compte que le progrès prendra du temps. Ouais, c'est vrai. Ça prend du temps. Et quand on a, une certaine routine où on se programme des jours où on va entraîner notre voix et tout ça, le progrès se fait voir beaucoup plus vite en fait. Tout est question de travail, d'entraînement et de régularité. Carlos, pour bien chanter, work, passion and work. Yes, exactement. Exactement. That's fun.
That's what it's all about. We're having fun now.
I see here it's like 16 comments, but I just can see 4.
Scroll. Over to the right is a scroll bar.
Like you mean here? What is this? No, it's not this. Oh, I cannot see the other comments.
Okay. So underneath live comments, if you move over to the right, you see just a little slide bar like any comment system, a little slidey bar. You might want to expand your browser a little bit. I have a question here for you. Another one. You ready?
Yeah.
It's a really good one.
Shoot.
You're on a roll. Is there anything unique about the French language that makes teaching singing unique and special? Now I'm thinking certain language vowels and certain articulated movements that might be an advantage or lend themselves to be a challenge when students are singing or when they transition to English songs. Can you handle that?
I'm sorry, I don't hear you very well because it was like some noise.
Okay, here I go.
Yeah.
Y a-t-il quelque chose de unique dans la langue française qui rend l'enseignement du chant unique et spécial? God, I hacked that so bad. That was so bad. Do you even understand? Is there, because I've worked with French singers, is there, I know, it's so bad it stinks. So the question is, it's a really good one, and that is there anything unique in terms of as a benefit or a challenge that comes with spending a lifetime speaking French in regards to the articulators or maybe certain vowel colors and sounds in the language that proved to be an advantage or maybe a challenge for French singers when they begin to work on a repertoire of singing vowels or begin to work on English songs, which we know that they do and want to work on English songs. So that's a really smart question, I think, and I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Ok. Donc là, Robert, il vient de poser la question si la langue française donne est un avantage ou un désavantage dans certains aspects quand on commence à chanter et quand on commence à chanter en anglais. Donc, ce que j'ai remarqué avec mes élèves francophones, c'est que contrairement à des élèves, par exemple, qui dans leur langue maternelle est l'anglais, la voix des francophones est un peu plus dans la gorge. Donc, les Anglais, ils ont une voix beaucoup plus ici vers l'avant. Et les Français, voilà, les francophones, c'est plus ici. C'est pas tellement dans le masque, en fait, la voix. Donc, il faut apprendre la voix à résonner plus vers l'avant. Et donc, pour les Français, pour les francophones, en général, quand on va chanter des chansons en anglais, il y a souvent un problème d'accent. Donc, il faut corriger. Et j'utilise alors une technique de phonétique. Donc, j'écris, en fait, pour mes élèves, les mots en français pour que ça sonne, donc en phonétique française pour que ça sonne anglais. Donc, voilà, c'est un travail aussi qui demande du temps et de la patience, mais qui aide énormément donc à corriger des problèmes de diction, des problèmes d'interprétation, d'articulation et également le placement vocal. So I was saying that like the French speakers, they have like comparing to English speakers or American people, you have really like your voice really here, you know, it's really like, yeah. And French people, they have it more like in the throat. So that's kind of a disadvantage, like to bring the voice up here. So there's a lot of like tracking, resonance at the beginning, you know. And yeah, and also like when French people want to sing English songs, there's like an accent issue. So I work with like to write the words, the English words with French phonetics, and that helps like to correct the accent, for instance.
Oui, super. Exactly. And there's an example, audience, there's an example why Priscilla is the French course creator and teacher on this course. That's a difficult question. And only somebody that has enough experience and enough insight and intuition and the ability to articulate your thoughts, your cognitive skills, can answer a question like that, a teacher. And it's not easy to talk about how language vowels and language articulated movements affect or influence singing in the training studio. And it's a real thing, but it takes a lot of experience and insight to be able to answer that smartly. And well done. Well done. And
thank you.
That's what I was going to say. I totally confirm for you. The French singers tend to sort of resonate down here a little too much and some other things. So we got to work maybe a pinch more, a little bit more, getting the resonance up here in the mask.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Damn good job. Vous avez tout à fait raison.
What did you say?
I tried to say you're absolutely correct.
Okay.
Mojave tout a fait raisin. I know it's raisin. Was on.
Raison.
Something about raisins. You say something about raisins. I like raisins. Do we get raisins with this course? Do we get raisins? Hey, by the way, if you go to the book or go to your phone, Priscilla,
yeah,
you can get to the questions, and you have a lot of things in here.
okay,
Go to the phone. Go to our event on the phone, and you've got a lot of jazz going on here.
Okay.
Carlos, Chiara has some more stuff, maybe some questions. Sergio's watching us. Champ TDK. Torsten is watching us. Torsten.
I cannot see them. Wait.
Torsten.
Vocalist Studio.
Ready for this? You ready for this? We have Torsten online. He's working on Top Secret on a Scandinavian version of our course, and we have Sergio Calafiora, who did our Italian course, coming soon. Also, hey Serge.
So I can see here from Carlos, quelle est l'hygiène vocale et quelles sont les bonnes habitudes qu'il faut avoir pour être à 100% pour chanter? Alors, l'hygiène vocale, c'est important de très bien dormir. Donc, quand on est fatigué, ça va avoir un impact sur notre voix. Notre voix va être genre plus lourde, on va dire, et va être plus... voilà, ça va pas être tellement facile pour chanter, donc notre corps ne va pas être à 100% là. Et donc, très bien dormir. Il faut éviter toute alimentation qui peut produire du reflux gastrique, donc tout ce qui est genre tomates, beaucoup de café, vin rouge. Donc, après, pour chacun, ça va être différent. Et il faut voir comment ton corps va réagir à ces différents aliments. Donc, si maintenant tu remarques, ok, quand je bois du lait ou quand je bois un café au lait ou quand je bois beaucoup de café, j'ai du reflux gastrique, donc il faut éviter ça. Comment savoir si on a du reflux gastrique? Donc, on racle souvent la gorge. On fait souvent ça sans aucune raison en fait, sans même qu'il y ait quelque chose qui gratte ou sans être malade. Sinon, parfois, on sent vraiment que ça remonte. Sinon, boire beaucoup d'eau. Toujours garder la voix hydratée. Et une des façons de garder la voix hydratée, c'est de boire beaucoup d'eau. Ou faire des inhalations à la vapeur. Donc, la vapeur qui va se poser directement sur nos cordes vocales. Ça va énormément aider, donc, voilà, de garder les cordes vocales hydratées. Sinon, ouais, éviter de manger beaucoup avant un concert. Donc, genre, manger 2 heures avant un concert, ça va éviter que ça remonte, quoi. Et je crois que c'est plus ou moins ça. Faire du sport, ça fait du bien aussi. Non, après, pour chacun, ça va être différent. Il faut écouter son corps, en fait. Mais ça, c'est vraiment ce que je viens de dire. C'est un peu voilà, les trucs essentiels, on va dire. Voilà. J'espère que ça peut t'aider. Ensuite, oui, je suis d'accord. Donc, chanter des cas. C'est difficile de trouver ce masque d'ailleurs au début car ce n'est pas très naturel dans notre langue. C'est vrai. C'est tout à fait vrai. Et dans la méthodologie TVS, il y a donc certains débuts de son, certains exercices qui vont nous aider à justement placer notre voix dans le masque et qui va nous aider à avoir ce réflexe, que ça devienne un automatisme. Et avec le temps, au bout d'un moment, ben, ça reste là. Vous avez ça beaucoup plus sous contrôle. Mais c'est vrai que c'est pas évident. Il faut de l'entraînement. Il faut vraiment beaucoup d'entraînement. Ok.
Keep going.
Now I don't. Le sommeil et de l'eau beaucoup même pendant le concert, mais je ne faisais pas attention à la nourriture. Ah ben voilà. Ben, j'espère que ça pourra t'aider au niveau de la nourriture, Carlos. Ça joue aussi un rôle. Cool. Oh, I cannot see the other comments.
You can't on your phone. Go to your phone.
Yeah, but my phone just doesn't want to charge it. It's like it's an error thing, error message.
Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna try again with maybe.
I can try. Carlos has. C'est exact les sommiers et des loups.
That one I got it. That one I got.
You got that one. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Those are, yeah. Any more questions, you guys? More questions? I have a question.
You have one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If I were a French student,
yeah,
and I wanted to belt in my head voice, I wanted to get to my head voice and not sound weak and windy and have instability, and I wanted to go to your course, and I wanted to build chest voice sound color in my head voice, what would I do? And I'm just referring to build a little ITR, maybe talk about the onset and the vowel that you might work on. In other words, what would be the prescribed routine for belting in the head voice?
Okay.
And repeat that in French if you could for me, please.
Alors, Robert vient de me demander quel est l'entraînement de routine qu'on doit faire pour avoir une voix de tête qui sonne comme une voix de poitrine. Donc, pour vraiment chanter à voix haute dans les notes aiguës sans se faire mal. Donc, il y a dans la méthodologie TVS des débuts de son et qui vont avoir donc qui vont viser spécifiquement certains aspects de la voix. Donc, il y a des exercices de coordination et des exercices de renforcement. Et ces exercices de renforcement vont en fait créer une chaîne de réaction dans notre corps qui vont muscler la musculature intrinsèque, dans la musculature à l'intérieur de notre corps, et qui va donc va muscler notre voix tête pour qu'elle se développe et pour qu'elle puisse sonner de façon beaucoup plus forte, beaucoup plus puissante, comme une voix de poitrine. Donc, on a dans la méthodologie TVS un exercice qui s'appelle Dampen and Release. Et ça, en fait, ça va faire abaisser le larynx. Et le larynx, il va en fait, quand le larynx il s'abaisse, ça va créer un plus grand espace dans notre pharynx. Donc, c'est des termes compliqués, mais que vous trouverez tout ça dans le cours. Je ne vais pas rentrer dans les détails, sinon ça va être trop compliqué. Donc, et ça va en fait créer une chaleur dans notre voix. Et ça va également donc créer une chaîne de réaction dans notre corps pour activer des muscles de la voix de poitrine qui vont être tirés vers le haut dans notre voix de tête pour que notre voix de tête puisse sonner comme une voix de poitrine. Donc, il y a le dampen and release et il y a également le attack and release. Le attack and release, c'est en fait un début de son qui englobe une attaque glottale. Et ça également, ça va renforcer la voix, un truc de malade. J'adore cet exercice, le attack and release. Et il y a dans tout ça également le mode pleurer, qui est une configuration de la voix, qui nous aide à garder une certaine légèreté dans ces notes aiguës, afin de garder cette puissance en voix de tête, mais voilà, sans pousser, sans créer de tension. Donc, on garde vraiment cette légèreté. Donc, voilà. J'aimerais bien vous expliquer un peu plus en détail, mais ouais, j'ai peur qu'après, ce soit encore plus, ça devienne encore moins clair, en fait. Mais en tout cas, dans le cours, il y a vraiment tout expliqué étape par étape pour que ce soit bien compréhensible avec des photos, avec des annotations. Et c'est vraiment mieux, en fait, mieux expliqué. En tout cas, ouais. Le dampen and release et le attack and release sont vraiment excellents pour
I heard that.
développer pour développer la voix de tête.
I heard that.
Yeah.
So that is what she just told French singers. I'm pretty sure something along the lines of you would take a dampen and release onset, which is our onset from the program, from her course, which is an onset that starts with a plosive, and you would combine that with another onset, which is the attack and release onset, which starts with vowels. They're both very sort of aggressive, belt-like onsets that build good strength and have resistance training benefits to them. And we put a vowel in between them. We call them integrated training routines, and we get after them and start training. Is that more or less what you just told the French singers?
More or less. I think you just explained it better. I was like going like all over.
Scripts.
Yeah.
All right. I got a good one for you. I got a really good one for you. Okay. All right. I appreciate you playing along here. Okay. Quelle est la différence entre falsetto et head voice?
Ok. Alors, quelle est la différence entre le falsetto et la voix de tête? Alors, le falsetto, c'est une configuration de la voix. Donc, à ce moment-là, les cordes vocales ne sont plus connectées. Il y a de l'air qui passe et la voix est très fragile. Donc, il y a beaucoup d'air dans la voix. Il n'y a pas beaucoup de projection. Beaucoup de gens pensent que le falsetto, c'est la voix de tête. Alors qu'en fait, non. On peut également chanter en voix de tête et en voix de tête connectée. Donc, où les cordes vocales ne sont pas déconnectées, où il n'y a pas d'air. Donc, il faut qu'on passe, pour chanter des notes aiguës avec puissance, il faut qu'on passe en voix de tête, en fait. On ne peut pas rester en voix de poitrine. C'est physiquement impossible. Donc, il faut faire vraiment la différence entre voix de tête et le mode, une configuration vocale qui est le falsetto. Donc, la voix de tête n'est pas forcément toujours en falsetto. Voilà.
Yay! Hey! You have a question, and I know what it is, even if it's in French. It's from Sean Sweeney. Can you see it on your phone there?
Ouais. Sean, quelles sont les différences entre enseigner aux hommes et aux femmes? Oh, okay.
Hey, can I try?
Yeah.
What's the difference between teaching men versus women?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. Alors, la différence entre les hommes et les femmes, c'est que les hommes, ils vont avoir une tessiture plus grave. Donc, tout ce qui est au niveau des registres vocaux, ils vont être décalés plus ou moins d'une tierce à une quinte. Mais sinon, il n'y a pas de différence. Donc, la technique va être exactement la même au niveau des voix féminines ainsi que des voix masculines. Donc, j'espère que ça répond à ta question. Mais voilà, c'est vraiment qu'une question de tessiture. Donc, chez les hommes, ça va être plus bas. Chez les femmes, plus haut. Mais sinon, ça va être exactement pareil. Tu me dis si c'est clair. Yeah, I said that it was just for the how do you say that? Tessiture. Like the voice of a male singer is like lower, and a voice of a female singer is higher. Like there's maybe like in the registers and passages, there's maybe a difference like of a third or a quint, you know. But like the technique, there's like I noticed that when we train like male singers only with edging vowels, it's kind of okay. But if you do that with a woman, she will sound quacky, kind of in the high notes. So that's the difference, like because the pharynx is smaller than a male one. So we have to be careful with that.
Yeah. There's many differences, really. Right offhand, those are great answers. One, obviously, first and foremost, the passaggio, the bridging position is much different for men. give or take a note or two. It's somewhere around E4. For women, it's somewhere around B flat 4.
Exactly.
Two, men tend to sort of struggle more with getting higher, and women sometimes also struggle with that from time to time. But it's interesting to note that women, far more so than men, tend to struggle with feeling the voice on lower notes. It's not that they can't do it, but the sort of sing a low G or a low B, they can do it, but a lot of women haven't really done that very often because they've been doing a lot of hootie flutes up in the choral area.
Okay.
And the other thing, that the point that you're making, is that because the upper vocal tract is smaller for women, and other reasons, I suppose, when women go on high notes, if the compression on the vocal folds is a little too much, it can tend to sound a bit shrill and quacky.
Exactly.
So in a sense, women are a little bit more at a higher risk of sounding shrill and quacky than men, unfortunately. But we have a way to fix that. What would we do to help a woman not sound so shrill and quacky, Maestro?
It's doing some dampen and release, and also training some curbing vowels.
Yes! Yeah. Boom! Exactly. I'm so proud of you. Absolutely. We do a physical movement, we dampen the larynx a little bit, and we tune in a little bit of curbing vowels, a little bit of is what the doctor ordered, and it'll take a female voice that's getting sort of shrill and quacky and warm it up and relax the vocal fold compression.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Shant, I'm okay to go over a little bit. If you are, that's
well,
good.
I have it here.
You want to grab that? I mean, I think we're having fun.
Est-il possible de belter une note aiguë pour rester dans l'enregistre lourd, mais en douceur sans trop augmenter le volume de sa voix? Doit-on passer obligatoirement en voix mixte pour cela? Et si oui, par le belt à bas volume, quelle serait la technique à suivre? Ok, alors, est-il possible de belter une note aiguë pour rester dans l'enregistre lourd, mais en douceur, sans trop augmenter le volume de sa voix? Ok. Doit-on passer obligatoirement en voix mixte pour cela? Et si oui, pour le belt à bas volume, quelle serait la technique à suivre? Alors, donc dans la technique TVS, on n'utilise pas trop les termes de voix mixte. Okay?
Hang on, just real quick yeah. In English, paraphrase, real quick in English, just so our English.
Do you want me to translate?
No, just the question, and then you answer, and just a little bit, so we don't totally lose our English viewers.
Okay, so the question is it possible to belt a high note but stay in the low register, but like softly, without increasing the volume of the voice? And then
is it possible to belt in a light mass, is what that translates to, it sounds like.
Yeah, but here it's like saying that it stays in the low register, you know, because here the next thing that he wrote is like, oh, do we have to go into mixed voice? So I guess for him mixed voice is head voice. And if yes, for the light mass belting, what will be the technique to follow? So he has to go into his head voice. Otherwise it won't work.
Well, high means up, and well, I mean, if you're gonna, I mean, it doesn't, there's a conflict in the question that can't be perfectly answered when you say, how do I belt a high note in my low voice? Mm-hmm. It doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. So, Shant at TDK, decide on whether or not you want to belt high or you want to belt low. But it sounds like the question may really be, sometimes when we do this, Priscilla, we have to sort of like reinterpret what the question is really trying to be. It sounds like it's trying to be, how do I belt without it having so much physical energy behind it? How do I belt? What would I do if I wanted to belt in a lighter mass?
Yeah. Yeah. But then, because if he thinks that he has to stay in the lower register, that's what also creating that heavy mass. So he has to be conscious that he has to go into his head voice. Otherwise, he will always like put too much like strength, you know, like too much weight on his voice. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to answer the parts that I feel like can be answered because they represent a real question, which is how do I belt lightly in the head voice? I'll address that. If you train the techniques, if you train your motor skills and the strength in your voice, in your mechanism, one of the benefits you get from that, even if you're training at full resistance, you're training aggressive belt, sound colors, and movements that would serve you well in certain genres, yes. But even the training of the heavier mass techniques will serve to help you to have better command and control of lighter mass singing, including lighter mass belting. So in summary, training hard, the attack and release onsets, dampen and release onsets, for example, will help you down the road to sing lighter mass if that's what you want to do. Also, I always like to add, provided that you have good vocal fold thinning and cry mode underneath as well. That has to be there, or nothing else will really respond properly for you.
Exactly.
That's my answer.
Yeah.
You want to try it in French? Let people know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alors, je sais pas si tu attends. Ah ouais, he's writing something. On entend certaines chanteuses atteindre des notes aiguës en voix de poitrine. Elles sont sûrement soprano, moi qui suis mezzo. Puis je les atteindre en voix de poitrine sans avoir l'impression de hurler. Yeah, no. So she's always staying in that chest voice feeling, because she's saying that when she's like singing those high notes,
yes,
she's like yelling. You know.
Then out, get into cry mode more, and get her vowels right.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
Then, if you feel like you're yelling and shouting on high notes, you need to thin out into cry mode and get your vowels right. There's some training that needs to be done.
Ok, donc chanter des cas, en fait, il faut, bon, il faut vraiment en fait aller en voix de tête en fait. Tu vas aller en voix de tête, ou sinon tu dois ajuster tes voyelles de sorte à garder ta projection vocale vers l'avant, et également effectuer le mode pleuré. Donc le mode pleuré va te donner une certaine légèreté dans la voix qui va te permettre de chanter ces voix aiguës en belting. Moi, je trouve qu'il faut aussi être conscient qu'il faut, dans une première phase, passer en voix de tête. Donc c'est pas une voix de tête d'ange, mais d'être conscient qu'il faut passer au registre supérieur, parce que si tu es tout le temps dans l'idée que tu es dans ta voix de poitrine, tu vas activer trop de muscles, de musculature de voix de poitrine, et ça va créer plein de tensions dans ton corps. Donc voilà, d'être conscient de passer au registre supérieur, et ensuite de choisir les bonnes voyelles afin de garder une bonne projection vocale et ta puissance vocale. En tout cas, dans le cours, il y a tout qui est expliqué étape par étape, qui pourrait t'aider à effectuer ce belting dans les notes aiguës sans avoir le sentiment de crier et sans avoir cet effet criard en fait, qui n'est pas agréable à écouter et ni à chanter pour toi. Donc, voilà.
Sometimes to get a good answer for your vocal training requires a good question, a question that doesn't sort of like take you into the weeds, where like the impossible question that can't be answered. I'm not suggesting that that's what just happened, but it was a little bit cart before the horse, a little bit. But
was a little, I didn't understand.
A little bit cart before the horse. It was sort of a difficult question to answer because the question was the logic behind the question was challenged.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think because I have this a lot, you know, in also with my French students, like
Yeah.
they really think that they have to stay in their chest voice register to get their belting done, you know, and
Yeah,
so
they're
they are.
confused about registration. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
exactly. So they are all the time activating too many chest voice musculature, and it's just like tension over tension over tension over tension, and it's just yeah. And I think that's what she meant.
Okay, I want to try something here. I'm gonna say something what I've learned from working with French singers, and I would
Hmm.
like you to translate. Um, I've worked with a lot of French singers. I've done master classes in France on this and that, and so on and so forth. And there's some funny things that happen with everybody with different cultures and different languages. In France, in I don't know what the issue is, but there is some confusion about registering.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's the strangest thing. Maybe more so than other countries.
Hmm.
Honestly, to be honest with you guys, there's some confusion about chest voice, head voice, and bridging.
Yeah,
Why is that? I don't know why, but um, look, you can take chest voice musculature high into head voice, but head voice, what I want you guys to understand is, in some sense, when what we want to do, all of us, me, Priscilla, you, all of us, what we want to do is we want to learn through training to strengthen and build the motor skills to take chest voice musculature, okay, to a head voice acoustic resonance space, to a placement. We want to take the physiology, which is sort of somewhat more familiar in some regards, although we're taking it to a high performance position, into an exotic placement. Does this make sense? What I'm saying, Priscilla? We
yeah,
need to
yeah, yeah.
build the musculature through belting, dampen and release, and cry mode, and extend that musculature into an exotic position. And that's the thing that confuses everybody about chest voice, head voice, and how to sing high notes without sounding falsetto. But for some reason I can't explain, it seems to confuse French singers more than anybody.
Yeah. I also did like a module, you know, in the course just about registers, just to get this clear, you know.
Yeah. Did you say you have a lesson in the course that kind of covers this, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Because
Um,
yeah, that's something a lot of like the most of my students have the same issue with the registers thing. Yeah.
And I understand, no foul, really. I mean, it is sort of confusing. I live with chest voice, which is the thing that's intuitive that all the time. So why wouldn't that go high? And yet when I try, I choke and it doesn't work. And yet I hear other people doing it, and it sounds has like chest voice coloration to it. So I'm confused. Why is it working for them? Why is it not working for me? What's going on? It's
Mm.
and I'm way oversimplifying, but for students that are beginners trying to figure this out, it's chest voice physiology trained to a high performance level, placed in a higher formant or resonant position.
Yeah. Mm.
Can you translate that for
Yeah,
them
yeah.
for me, please? And really like stripped down and simple. Thank you.
Donc, ce que Robert il a dit, donc il a remarqué aussi pendant ses cours, donc les stages qu'il a fait en France et tout ça, qu'il y avait un grand malentendu dans la communauté francophone par rapport au registre. Donc il faut être conscient, comme j'ai déjà dit avant, qu'il faut passer en voix de tête. Et c'est en fait des caractéristiques de voix de poitrine qu'on va prendre avec dans notre voix de tête pour que notre voix de tête sonne comme une voix de poitrine. Mais on est en voix de tête. Il faut être conscient de ça parce que sinon on va tout le temps créer plein de tensions dans les aigus et on sera incapable de chanter des notes aiguës avec puissance sans que ça sonne criard en fait. Voilà. She's writing something else. Right. J'utilise le twang qui m'aide à avoir un semblant de registre lourd tout en étant dans un registre plus léger. Il faut que j'apprenne à doser, je crois. Merci pour vos réponses. Oui, essaye toujours de rester dans quelque chose, dans un sentiment de légèreté. Donc le twang, c'est super, ça va t'aider à placer ta voix donc vraiment dans ton masque, ça c'est génial. Après, Tout en étant dans un registre, il faut que j'apprenne à doser, je crois. Oui, il faut que vraiment que tu écoutes ton corps, en fait. Si maintenant tu vois que quand tu montes en fréquence, ça commence à créer des tensions, que ta voix commence à devenir lourde, ben, il faut baisser ta masse acoustique, on va dire. Il faut baisser cette lourdeur que tu crées. Donc, toujours rester dans une phonation très, très légère. Voilà, j'espère que ça peut t'aider. OK.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, it's been over an hour. We've gone overtime. Do you see any really amazing questions you're just dying to answer out there, Priscilla, before we say goodbye?
I cannot see other questions. That's really a shame.
Really?
But I can answer later to them.
On your phone, yeah. So, hey guys, when we're done with our broadcast, we'll both come back, take a look at the comments, and answer questions and reply and all of that for you as well. We'll take some time to do that. In the interface that we're working on right now, it's a little wonky to get out to the comments, and we're managing too many systems. It's sort of like flying a 747 here until we're done. That being the case, I think that's like well over an hour. We should probably say goodbye, but before we do, Priscilla, I want you to take one more shot at letting people know where they can contact you for private lessons in person or Skype lessons. They can reach out and contact you for that, and where they can find your course. And then I have one last parting question for you, which will be a lot of fun. Okay, just let people know where they can find you and where they can find our course.
Okay. Alors, vous pouvez me trouver sur le site www.tse.lu. Vous pouvez également trouver donc TSE The Singing Experience sur Facebook, où vous pourrez donc me contacter également. Et vous pourrez trouver donc le cours en ligne sur Udemy, sur la plateforme Udemy, ou aussi sur le site de mon école de chant, donc www.tse.lu, dans la section Online Course. Voilà.
Okay. One last thing, a parting thought. Just take a minute or two to just a word, look to the camera and give a word of encouragement to French singers. Just a piece of wisdom, one last parting wise thought that you would give to all French singers that would encourage them to take a closer look at their course, a closer look at TSE, the work we've done together, and let them know that, what would you want them to know? Anybody that's concerned about whether or not they can learn to sing great or not. They're listening to you. What's your parting thought of wisdom?
Alors, le chant, c'est quelque chose de très libérateur. C'est un sentiment que quand vous êtes sur scène ou quand vous partagez ce moment avec des gens, c'est vraiment un sentiment unique. Et si vous avez cette passion, si vous avez ce rêve, ne lâchez pas. Voilà, continuez à travailler, continuez à vous entraîner. En tout cas, j'espère que je pourrai vous aider dans votre chemin, dans votre parcours en tant que chanteur, chanteuse. Et voilà, si vous avez une question, n'hésitez pas à me contacter. À partir du moment que j'ai le temps, je vous recontacte. Voilà. Yeah, it's done.
Génial. Super. Super génial. Great. All right. So with that, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you, those of you that took time to come to our broadcast and are interested in learning to sing better and meet Priscilla and myself. We really appreciate you taking the time and hope that this was fun and interesting for you. Again, we'll be around for a while to answer some of these questions for you on the comment system. Click the link below to go out and check out the new French course. It's a bargain. I mean, it's like $9 or $12. You can't lose. And thank you. That's me saying goodbye, and I'll leave the last goodbye with Priscilla.
Merci d'avoir participé au cours. Je répondrai à vos questions, celles que j'ai pas pu voir sur les conversations, dans les commentaires. Je répondrai dès que possible. Et voilà, bonne soirée et à très bientôt.
Au revoir.
Bye bye.